Alright, welcome to the early bird stream. This is attempt number 3 for those who do not know. As the first time it didn't record. The second time my headset wasn't working so you couldn't hear anything I was saying. But it is alright, because that just means I get to hunt more and more monsters. So welcome to Monster Hunter World. This is going to be the beginning of my mini-series called Let's Hunt, as you can see by the title. They're going to be short streams, short videos. Often, when it comes to the streams, they're often going to be followed up by a longer stream of a different game, or they're going to have behind them a longer stream of a different game. And then when these goes up, they'll usually be paired with another video. But yeah, that's the rough idea for my little mini-series. And today, we're going to be hunting the Great Jagras. As you can see, I have a little unproficient in this game, to say the least. This is my main character. A lot of work into that guy, but we're going to be doing this one. As much as I could play the other guy, he's a lot stronger, like a lot more strong. And I'd rather play possibly along with people who are doing new to the stuff. Now this guy, I have beaten the Great Jagras twice now, technically. But it's alright because nothing about my loadout has changed in any of them, so you should very easily be able to be at this point. I am also, if you saw the other character, I am a great sword player. I'm really hoping you can hear me. So I am a great sword player, normally. This is my first time being the hunting horn. Well, not the first hunt. Definitely my first few times being the hunting horn. It is an interesting weapon. I'm enjoying it. Of course, you might not. You might enjoy the insect glaive, which I think is a really cool weapon, but it's not my style. It doesn't jive with me. So obviously, I would recommend, once you get the option to choose your weapon, just go to training, kick the shit out of the giant wooden pole until you find a weapon that you like and feels good for you. Even if you don't think you would like it, there's going to be something there for you. So the first thing we're actually going to worry about is getting ourselves the Great Jagras hunt, which is a fantastic, fun little quest. One that I've done twice now, but that is irrelevant. I'm also going to make sure, see what I have. So I need to get myself another thunder beetle. We're going to prepare ourselves because we want to capture the Great Jagras, since it's a lot better than killing it is to capture, because you get a lot more stuff out of it. But I just want to see if this guy has what I'm looking for. He has trank ammo. Now trank ammo isn't going to help us, is the thing. Alright, I guess we're at the wait before we can do that, looks like. Which is alright. Hey, welcome! I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. It's one thing I really want. To the early bird stream. There's a little, all that stuff, doesn't matter. Today we're going to be doing more of what we were doing earlier, I guess you could say. Gonna keep our hunt going, gonna continue, sort of re-go over what I've been going over. We don't have access to this just yet. This is our, oh, you can! Wonderful! So this is the stream. So we've now accepted the Great Jagras hunt. As you can see, I'm wearing armor that you might not know, like, it might look a little different. This armor is the Guardian armor. It is part of an add-on. I don't know what gives me the add-on. I think it's just having the game, something they've released. Also, always use points for this. Points you get super easily. You might as well just be using points. Also, look at these little cats go. Now, there's someone who knows how to cook fish. It's going to be one of the cats. Oh yes, the great basil leaf. Wonderful. And look at that perfect, cute little meal right there. That is a good looking meal. Wonderful. So I guess I'll give you my little loadout tour. Actually, no, it would be easier if I went... No. If I went to the little box over here. So as you can see again, I got the big metal blade pipe. I'm using the second version, which you should have access to the second version of a lot of things. It doesn't require you to hunt really anything, just requires materials. I do have the greatsword because I love it, but we're going to focus on the hunting horn. This is the guardian stuff. I am wearing the bone coil because it gives me the horn maestro, which allows my effects to go longer. Of course, these are all tier 1, if you would. So, whatever armor mix you're using doesn't really matter until you get into the advanced game, which is much later. These are all the things I got going on right now. This, again, just sort of mainly part of this. This armor is also fantastic if you have access to it. It is a lot stronger than any other armor you could even start with. And like that, I think we're pretty much ready to go on to the mission. So let's get out of here. Let's go hunt ourselves a Great Jagras, shall we? Doo-doo-doo. And I don't know why, but some games on Twitch don't actually like being games on Twitch. So every time I have to pick Monster Hunter World, I have to keep going back, selecting Monster Hunter World and updating it to be Monster Hunter World. But it doesn't actually update to be Monster Hunter World, so whatever. First thing you want to do anytime you get into a hunt, obviously, you want to go into your little supply box and grab the little things. Some people use files, some people will not be using files. We are not someone who's going to be using files. Well, that's alright. Another thing, the mini-map, you're going to have your little green scout flies run around and grab everything. That's what we'll put them on your mini-map. You want to grab as many herbs as you can, all the time. You want to be maxed out on those. Though you don't want to be drinking potions if you can avoid it. Alrighty, we got a footprint for the Great Jagras. And another one, so this looks like we're going the right way, which is awesome. So we're going to keep mainly going this way. I want to show a little few spots. I also want to grab the Thunderbug if I can. Though they're usually around all over. So this here is some stone. Perfect to put in your little slinger. Doesn't matter too heavily though. There's the Great Jagras right there. Perfect. You want to grab the honey. The honey can be used in order to create the mega potions, which are way better, and it's pretty easy to get. So we're going to pick out our bagpipe. If you're a bagpipe user, in the top right, you can actually see the notes you have and what the notes can give you. So we want to get ourselves an attack up, which is just a few inputs. And we're going to do a defense up. Perfect. And we also want to do this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of this. I want to deal with this so we get that out of the way. And let's get our attack up back. I don't know what causes some combos to be, because again I am new to the hunting horn. But now we are pretty much ready to go and fight this Great Jagras, which is fantastic. You want to usually have at least one note in there, because you're doing the music is your most powerful move. Also, he's a bit tubsy. If you jump attack onto the monsters, that is a fantastic way to get mount damage. Now, well, you see I'm only doing 1 damages right now. This isn't what you want to see as the good damage. The best damage you want to do is when you actually finish doing the mounting damage, which you'll see shortly. If you're a greatsword player, it'll come out differently. You'll actually be able to charge it up. But if you're not, boom, there you go. It also topples them, which is fantastic. So we're gonna start off immediately and do a lot of this stuff. Oh, perfect, great damage right there. Double topple. This is an impact weapon. Impact weapons are really good to be using on the heads of the monsters. That's what you want to try and focus on using them on, since you can topple the monster a lot faster that way. Alrighty, we got another topple, which is phenomenal. Once you're out, just picking easy combos, you can get more stuff going. And you just start with your music. Oh, this is gonna be this is the best run of the Great Jagras I think I've done this day. Every time you do a fight, of course, you're gonna find that you're even stronger and better at it. There's that. Ooh. It's got a little bit like Dark Souls gameplay in the way that you can easily. Oh, am I gonna get that? Nah. Sorry, yeah, you can dodge through. You do have iframes, which are invincibility frames, which are really good. If you are playing Iceborne, or you have the Iceborne DLC rather, when they are doing that tired pose, that is when you can use the Clutch Claw to do some extra damage, which is fantastic. Oh, he's running away. Well, let's grab a little bit of that. Get us some points. You gonna jump down? Wrong move. Now I'm on your back. You didn't expect me to do that one now, did you? We are absolutely destroying the Great Jagras right now. You might not... If this is your first time playing the game, it might take you a little longer, but this has been a pretty good run of the Great Jagras, I must say. If you have access to the Sleep Herb and the Perish Room, you want to be getting those up. You want to be having as many... You basically want to set yourselves up so you can actually capture the monster pretty well. Oh, you gonna go away? Can we just take care of you? Hey, he's dead. Now that was a quick run, I'll tell you what. I think we shaved 4 minutes off the last run, which is fantastic. Now obviously the first thing you can do is you want to skin the monster. If you can get the trank bombs, and I prefer the electric traps personally. Are you gonna knock me off this? I hope not. I prefer the electric traps over the net traps since they're easy to do. You just need an electric bug and they are basically the same. You can only carry one of each trap if I remember. You can have more trap tools of course. So if you want to maximize yourself to have a lot of traps on you. Oh yeah, they are supposed to move like jaguars. That's hence the name Jagras. And yeah, they're very cat-like. That's really it for the hunt. I am going to do a little bit of general exploration once we're going to come back here on an expedition. A lot of people don't like the ancient forest. They say it's hard to navigate. I never had issues myself navigating the ancient forest. I've always had a pretty alright time with it. But boom, there we go. Mission complete. We've hunted the Great Jagras already, which professionals over here. There's our perfect little picture for today. You get all these fun things. All that really matters are your armor spheres for right now. Some bones, which are going to... Pardon me. Some bones, which are going to be great, and a little bit of ore. You're probably not going to be using any of the Jagras materials anytime soon. Bitterbugs can also be good, because you can be making stuff with that later on. Now, we are done the hunt. But I still want to show off more of the ancient forest. Because there's a lot of fun things here. There's a lot of interesting and beautiful things in this game. This game is just absolutely stunning. I love this game to death. As you saw, because I have over 100 hours in this game, easily, and I've done so many hunts. Of course, some people have been playing it since the day it came out, and they are absolutely professionals. Some people play this game, oops, once again, not one of my streams unless I bump the mic. A lot of people play this game just all non-stop, all the time, which is fantastic. I think that's super cool. So we want to get ourselves another trap tool. Perfect. Trap tools are going to be important, you'll see, because that's how you make traps, of course. So I'll show off a little bit more of the area before we head off on our little adventure. So the workshop, you're going to see the tutorial, for those who don't own the game. It's the place to be. You're going to spend most of your time in the workshop. Of course, you can forge equipment. We already have our little bagpipe, so we're fine. Armor is the next big thing. So this is the Great Jagras outfit. Right here. It's a really fun looking outfit. It's kind of cool. There's all like good stuff. What you want to look at is the skills, really, over anything else. And see if any of those suit you. Pardon me. Of course, the only thing I really cared about was having the Horn Maestro stuff. Other than that, the Guardian armor is just the best armor I could ever ask for. When it comes to equipment stuff, we actually have... Oh wait, are you not going to show me? Alright, this is going to come for another time. You don't get to upgrade until we find ourselves a new ore, which we're going to worry about later as well. Again, I like this one because of the notes specifically. All bagpipes have different notes, which are different buffs. I like having the attack up, a defense up, and the health boost. I don't know what the future ones look like, but that's it for this. So we are going to head back to the ancient forest, where you can see there are 3 monsters just chilling, hanging out. You can of course hunt them willy-nilly. You don't get sent back to base. But we're just gonna go and we're gonna do a little bit of exploration because I absolutely love the ancient forest. I think it's a very beautiful area. I don't get lost. A lot of people have issues when it comes to getting lost in this area. It's fairly easy to navigate. I don't know why they make it out to be so scary. And we're also gonna get ourselves maybe a couple pets while we're here. Something I enjoy about this game that I don't think many people care to do. And then we'll pretty much be done. I'm hoping we can get at least 20 minutes, which would be a fantastic little mini series kind of time. Because again, I am busy throughout the afternoon. So we're gonna go. You might have saw that I only had access to one camp. If you played this game before, you already know that there's a lot more camps that you gotta unlock by doing little mini missions. Usually you have to go find out where the camp is first. And they're sprinkled throughout. You'll find them just by exploring the ancient forest. But a lot of people don't like the ancient forest. So if we go by any camps, I'll happily just give you a little, hey, here is where one is. So boom, we're gonna start here. Nothing in this because we're on an expedition. Keep that in mind. You want to have your stuff with you when you're ready. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna access our capture net. We haven't actually seen me use the little slingshot before. It's all good though. The slingshot you can use. My favorite thing is the pierce pod and the bomb pods. They're fantastic. They are great for stunning the monster. Did I get any? Yeah, we got an emperor hopper. So you can capture these bugs as much as you want, and you can actually put them in your room, and they'll have little their own little things to do. So somewhere around here, I very clearly remember being ants. Yes, hello. We got a lot of ants there. More herbs here, of course. And wow, hello, I'm here now. This game is beautiful. This is the little cliff zone. This is a fantastic zone. It's very busy. Very little, their own little thing. But this is a great zone to fight because you slide, and with the slides you can do jumping attacks. Jumping attacks can do mount damage. These dudes are douches. I'm gonna capture one though, just because completion. But if you hit them, they can paralyze you. I'll show you. I'll give them a nice little swift kick and stick around. You usually want to move immediately, but if you get hit, you're completely paralyzed for a little bit. He's gonna escape into the ground, but you see, you're not the only one who get paralyzed. That also can instantly paralyze any monster, which is phenomenal. That's just such a good thing. And if you have one around, even of any of the kind of toads, you want to try and make use of them to the best of your ability. Here's another mining outcrop. There's going to be quite around. When you see that little animation, you found the rare one for the area, which in our case is the light crystal. Most are... what? It's the special footprints of an unknown creature. Which is alright. There's going to be a lot of... the scary monsters aren't in this area. And I'm pretty sure I know what creature that is anyway. Which we're going to be hunting later on, nonetheless. So... well, it looks like we're actually going towards it. That's exciting. A carcass. Oh, I don't want to care about those dudes. But yeah, so we're going to go. I'm going to show you quickly where another one of the guys is. Then we'll head off. And we'll start ascending the tree. So usually you can tell just by looking at the map where there's kind of a spot that's perfect for it. But right up there on a mini map there's a little alcove. You go in there, that's going to give you access to another camp quest, which will let you swing in right over to this direction. We're still following these, eh? You want to use slopes to the best of your ability, especially if you're a great sword user. It's going to give you some really cool stuff to do. What? Anjanath. Ah. Well, we're not going to worry about him. He's actually coming towards us. We are not at the point where we should easily take him on. We'll be hunting him later on anyway. For now, it's time we ascend the tree a little bit. There's all types of places you can ascend. I think that is an auger fly, an omen fly. Auger flies are a lot more rare. We also, as you can see, we got a spider web. That's going to be nice and helpful and important for net traps. I don't know if I can actually catch that guy. I mean, I don't think so. Wedge beetles are great. Use them to the best of your priority, or priority, whatever. Use them to the best of your ability. There, as you can see, are just little swinging guys. and they'll help you navigate all around. We're gonna go this way and around. You can also just go up the middle, and that'll get you straight into ascending the tree. But we're gonna go and try and find the God Bug and then the Thunder Bugs, which should be this direction. This should be, was that a Bitter Bug? It is. We're gonna go this way though. So other footprints, these ones should be of the Kula Kata. I can't pronounce it for the life of me apparently. Okay, we're gonna go up. We're going all the way up. Thunderbugs are very high up. You can also get your first Palico tail riders, which the Palico is the little cat, which I've named after my cat. Gray never works, so Gray always comes out as black, sadly, and I always forget that when I'm trying to make my Palico. Also, Moss Swine. Hello, he's a little pig boy. Pigoo. Pigoo, hello. Hello, Pigoo. Take that. Alright. Excite trims, not something I use. Some people use them for their own little things. I'm sure some builds have some great stuff for them. Nothing I've ever had to worry about though. Yeah. We're gonna climb. Oh, so watch your stamina bar. If you're gonna notice you're getting low, you can always use your easy rations if you're on the quest, or just general rations. Also, another honey spot. Honey, fantastic. I already got a lot of honey though, so I don't need to worry too much. Thunderbug! Perfect. We're gonna take that Thunderbug, we're gonna go into our crafting pouch, and we're just gonna go and make ourselves a shock trap. While traps aren't really useful in the way of capturing until we get trank bombs, it's already a fantastic looking thing. We need shock traps. They're so good. They're way better than the other traps in my opinion. There's another Thunderbug. You can use the Thunderbugs higher up in the tree anyway, so it all works out. There's also Ivy. Your little dudes will show you where they are usually. I don't really know quite where the Ivy is. There was somewhere over here. Oh no, there it is. Ivy, also used for net traps. There's spider web and then a trap tool. It's all good. So this is one of the two main ways you're going to climb the tree. The big stump. It's perfect. It goes straight to the top. And except if you have the special dragons found, then you'll be dealing with the dragons at the top. Unless they're not in the area, of course. This is a Vespoid. I hate them. You'll hate them too. Especially when you're doing a fight that requires your actual attention. But if you can get it, it gives you, they have a special armor. So you can actually get one to not break apart upon you hitting them. Oh, looks like we're not going to worry about it. Here is a little nest, which will be giving you a very hard time later on when you have a very specific mission, which is not fun. Another thing to keep in mind is, again, with the Palicos, you'll have your first ones. You're also going to be up here is another camp, which is a super good camp. So you'll usually chase one of the dudes all the way up. So here's, of course, the little camp. And if you go this way, you'll be going to meet your first tail riders, which are fantastic. Also, you probably noticed I do this weird latchy thing. If you press X while you're climbing, took me forever to figure it out myself the first time, you actually go faster. Mandora is a pretty good mushroom if you can ever get them. I'm pretty sure you can use them for max potions. I don't care to make max potions, even though they are fantastic. They completely fill your health to the top. So if you're fighting an enemy who can easily take you down to one hit and you have a lot of health, that is the kind of potion you want to be grinding out. So welcome to the, I think they're called the bug catchers. You'll usually chase one of them all the way up here, and that's all you got to do, and then they become your friends. It's probably the least kind of complicated of them. So we got Magdara. Let's see exactly what that does. I'm pretty sure it's used in max potions. Also, Dust of Life is fantastic. God bugs are easy to find. Gloam Grass Bud, don't know much about them. I don't think we actually, yeah, we don't have access to mega nutrients. We're gonna worry about this stuff later though. No fall damage in this game. Gotta love it. Keep an eye out for these things because they're harder to see sometimes where you can go down. And we're gonna, of course, now that we've made it to the top of the tree, there's only one option, right? I mean, you get to the highest point in the area. What do you do? What do you even do if you get to the very, very top? Well, I'm here to argue that what you should do is you should just go and jump off the top of a giant tree and fall to the very bottom. Oh! This is the Anjanath. It is the furry T-Rex. Hi, buddy. What you wondering what's up? Hey. Very strong if you're new to this game. Takes a lot of effort. Also, antidote herbs make antidote, in case you're curious. Because a lot of things can start to poison you, usually later in the game. But I like to collect them now since you might as well. And I believe that really covers the ancient tree. Collecting footprints, even if you already have it, give you points. Points you can use to get food. There should also be a god bug somewhere around here. There's a wiggly leche, probably as you go up the tree more. And if you're confused to where we are, the minimap will always be your best friend. But if we come down here, you can see that we are now... You probably recognize this from the very intro of the game. If you go right down there, that'll lead you to the research base place. Here is some beautiful look out at the water, at the ocean. Kestodons if you want to hunt some. Though their armor isn't that great. You have better armor access. At this point anyway. And yeah. Great Jagras really isn't that much of an issue. You should be able to take them out with some pretty good ease. And I hope you enjoyed the start of the little mini-series, Let's Hunt. They are going to get longer, they're going to get more complicated as the monsters get more and more complicated. But yeah, that's that for today. We're going to get these little two feetsies. That's an engine now. Yep. And oh, another fun thing, which we'll see later on, but there can be turf wars between the monsters as well. And you can see we have a little trapper who decided to come with us. Those are the tail riders when you have a third dude running around with you. He's an expert trapper, and I don't know if that means anything different from the normal. But yeah, that is the rough go of it. When you're done doing that, you can just pretty much return anywhere you want. We're going to turn to our room though, and we're going to put down our new little pets, and then that'll be that for today. That'll be a general starter guide to the... sorry, I'm blanking on it. The Great Jagras. We got ourselves some malachite ore. Always good to get ore. You always want to try and get as much ore and stuff as you can, since that doesn't take up any inventory space, and you can just completely overload on that stuff. Which people will find later on. It's good to have an excess of everything, because you never know when you're going to need absolutely everything. Apologies for that moment of silence, but here we go. Very end, we're gonna go and we're gonna put down our new friends. I think we can put them down here. Yeah, we can place our little pets. So we only have one spot. We can put ourselves the omen fly, who's gonna float around. And of course, there are so many creatures you can catch. We missed many while we were in the place. You can put down your little paratoad. He will not stun you though when he's in here. We can put ants. They'll have a nice little path they follow once they decide to reveal themselves. There they are. They'll path through an entire area, which is kind of fun. And of course the emperor little dude. I think it would be fun for us to have a little pet omen fly. Hello, hey buddy, where are you? Hey buddy. There's our bud. Our buddy, hello bud. Alright, here of course is my little palico. As you get more and more tail riders, you'll also get more and more, as you can talk around thing. You get more access to these, the little special things. So as you can see behind her is the flash fly cage. That'll give them like a stun. I prefer the Vigorous because I'm good doing everything else except for healing, because I like it when my Palico does all that for me. Here are the two from the intro. They're their own little dudes. As you play through the game, you get better and better places, of course. But yeah, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I can actually take off my helmet real quick, show off my beautiful mane that I have made. Got myself some nice long hair. And that is that. I'll see you guys tomorrow as we continue and actually finish Spider-Man. And that'll be that. Thank you for coming if you did. And sorry for the early morning stream, but I'm gonna be busy in the afternoon. Until then, I'll see you guys around.